Hello and welcome back. We're going to learn a new tune today. This video is all about the chords for Old Joe Clark. We're going to do it in the key of A. You can do this in other keys, and G is a really popular one, and if you're interested in that, let me know and we'll make a video for you. But we're going to stick to the key of A because it's a little easier to play for both guitar players and mandolin players. So let's start with the chords, and then we'll do the melody in another video, and then we'll do a play along so you can practice both. So here we go. We're going to have to know the A chord and the E chord and the G chord. And that's it. Those three chords, A, E, and G, will get you through this entire song. Now, if you don't know those chords, go back to the basic guitar chord video, learn those three, and I'm just going to talk about them very briefly here to make sure we do touch on those. But you can watch that other video and get these under your fingers so you can get started right away. So the A chord, really simple. It's fingers 2, 3, and 4 on strings 4, 3, and 2. And everything's on the same fret. It's all fret 2. It sounds like this. It's 5 strings. So that's 2, 2, 2 with fingers 2, 3, and 4, all on 2nd fret. And we start on string 4 and go right to string 2, 4, 3, 2. Now the E chord is very, very close to that. It's over a string. We start 2nd finger, 5th string, 3rd finger, 4th string, both on the 2nd fret. Then we add our 1st finger to the 3rd string, 1st fret, and we play all 6 strings. Then there's the G chord, and there are a couple of ways to play it. We'll do the easy G, which is middle finger, 2nd finger on fret 3, low string. 1st finger on string 5, 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger goes all the way to string 1, 3rd fret, and you play all 6 strings. So make sure you know those three chords. Again, they're in that other video, and we're going to jump in with just how to put the chords together, and then we're going to talk about how to pick the chords. So the first measure is all A chord, followed by another measure of A. And then a 3rd measure of A. So that's pretty easy so far. And then the 4th measure we switch to E. Not tough at all. Then we do another measure of A and another one, sort of a pattern. We're going to have a 3rd measure of A, except this one is going to be A, switch to E, and then the last measure is A. So it'll sound kind of like this if we're not doing any strumming, we're just playing once per measure. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, then switch to E, 2, 3, 4, back to A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3. Now quick change, A for 2 beats and E for 2 beats and A, 2, 3, 4. Now that is the A section of the tune. The B section is so similar, the only thing you have to change is the 4th chord. So let's go through the B section, and once you figure out these are that close, it'll be really easy to remember. The tough part's remembering whether you're playing the A section or the B section so you can get that 4th chord right. So the B section is A chord, again, 4 beats, then A again, 3, 4, A again, 2, 3. Now a G chord, 2, 3, 4. Then an A chord, 2, 3. And this is the same as the A section now. 2nd measure of A, and then a quick change, A for 2 beats, E for 2 beats, and A, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's try a very basic boom chuck rhythm on this. And boom chuck means the boom is the bass and the chuck is the chord. So we're going to play on the A chord, the 5th string open, and then we're going to strum strings 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the chuck. So this is boom, chuck, boom, chuck. Keep it really straightforward and simple. Each measure will be 2 boom chucks. So measure 1 is on an A chord, 5th string open is boom, then chord is chuck, and then boom, chuck. That's a measure. So let's think about the A section. It's 3 measures of A and an E, 2 measures of A, a quick change A to E, and then end on a last measure of A. So let's see if we can do that with the boom chucks. Now, there's a chart up for this, if that would help. Go check that out. Or just, I'll call the chords as we go so you can just kind of stay with me. We'll go kind of slow. So here we go. Starting on measure 1, it's an A, and remember, each measure is boom, chuck, boom, chuck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go. A chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, A again, 2, 3, 4, A again. Now, 4th measure is E chord. Now the next measure is A again. Now the quick change is going to go A, E, A, 2, 3, 4. So that's the A section. Now, on the E chord, the boom chuck is slightly different. I didn't point that out before, but you may have noticed when you move, the A chord, the A note is the 5th string. So we do that as the boom and the rest of the strings as the chuck, but on the E chord, the 6th string is the root of the chord. So we change the boom to string number 6, and then the chuck is all the rest of the strings, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So A is, and E is. So work on the boom chucks for the A section. And we're going to do it one more time, and then we'll move over and talk about the B section. So here's the A section. I'll just call the chords this time, and I will say quick change on the that last little measure, or the next to the last measure that has the A to E. I'll call quick change AE, so you'll remember to do that. So here we go on measure 1. 1, 2, 3, A. Change AE back to A. It's a good A section right there. Now the B section is going to be really similar, except remember that chord number 4 is a G chord. Everything else is the same. And the G chord is a little different. The G chord, we have to boom on string 6 and then chuck on all the rest. So it's sort of like the E chord, same plucking over here, but it's a little tricky because you have to get that 3rd finger in place before you can do the boom chuck, and you're coming away from an A chord. So, or you might have to get the 2nd finger in place if you're using the easy G. So 3rd finger if you're using that kind of tough G, 2nd finger if you're using the easy G. But either way, it's kind of tricky to get from A, boom, chuck, to boom, chuck, boom, chuck. So you're going to have to practice making those changes. And you may want to do that right now. Stop the video if you want and practice going from A with a boom chuck to G with a boom chuck until you can get kind of quick at it. So now, let's go through the entire B section. And remember, only measure 4 is different. So I'll walk you through it slow, and then I'll go through again and just call the chords and make sure you're ready to play the whole tune. So B section, Old Joe Clark, here we go. A chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's boom, chuck, A again. A again. Now here comes the G chord. G. Back to A. Now here's the quick change. Let's try it once more, and I'll just call the chords and I'll call the quick change, and I won't do a whole lot of counting or anything. We'll just go for it. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. A, G, A. Now here's the quick change. A, E, the B section. Now when you're ready, let's try an A section and a B section. So go ahead and practice those two. Come back when you're ready and we'll try that. I'll just make this another video for you so that you can work on these separately. So I'll see you again very soon with Old Joe Clark, both sections up to tempo, and then we'll learn the melody after that.